Ripple XRP, this is exactly why we are going to be taking over, and the institutions are scared of our power. I'm also going to be talking about the 2024 predictions that were released by Ripple, and we do have an update with regards to the approvals of the ETFs and whether we could see it being approved on January the 10th or not, and how likely that is. And I have a short clip of Gary Gensler speaking about this, and we are also going to be talking about the potential of the dollar being dropped in oil contracts. And of course, we will be looking at the price action for both XRP and XLM coin. All I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So the first bit of news that we have is from Rocket Fuel, and that is Ripple's partners. And basically he talks about why the institutions are scared and why Jamie Dimon is not in support of something that will essentially lose him money. So let's take a look at what he said.
One has tried, or if you've tried to move like $100,000 from the US to Singapore using the banking system, it is not easy. We had to move $400,000 from our subsidiary in Europe over here. It took a month. It's crazy. And by the way, that is why Jamie Dimon and the established banks are scared of this technology, because they do not want to be the next yellow cab.
Yeah.
Because I look at my transactions. I think we've done 450,000 payment transactions this year, and a lot of them between businesses, and they go outside the banking system.
Mm-hmm.
And that's lost revenue for them, lost control, lost everything. So I don't blame him for not liking it, right? And especially if you can't move fast enough.
And this goes to show that the banking system is inefficient. Guys, it's an old and traditional way for the banking system. Cryptocurrency is a new way, and with its technology like Ripple, they don't have to go through so much time in just making one payment like 1 month, right? We can utilize Ripple's technology and network in order to be able to make cross-border payments and settlement within an appropriate time. Which customer wants to wait 1 month in order to be paid, especially with a large amount like that, $400,000? They want to be able to receive payments on time, and I believe that is why Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, is obviously going to be getting scared, but also annoyed and frustrated because people are leaving the banking system to basically do their business elsewhere, and that is going to be costing them a lot of revenue. Now we have some news about the SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce on the spot Bitcoin ETFs, and she said that we should have approved one of these over 5 years ago. I believe there's roughly 12 ETFs that are being approved currently, and so the fact that we haven't done it yet is a mystery to me. And we all know that it's not a mystery at all. We all know exactly what the reason is as to why it hasn't been approved, and that is due to corruption. One word. And Gary Gensler actually spoke about the spot Bitcoin ETFs, and we're going to take a look as to what he has said.
On another topic, approval process going for a spot Bitcoin ETF. I know you're facing a window in early January. What does that look like?
Well, Sarah, we have, I think it's between 8 and a dozen filings. I'm a chair of a commission. I'm not to prejudge anything, so that's going through the process right now. And as you might know, we had in the past denied a number of these applications, but the courts here in the District of Columbia weighed in on that. And so we're taking a new look at this based upon those court rulings.
So in his answer, I believe that there's a lot of fluff, and I believe that he's only taken a look at it now because he has to due to the court rulings. But if it were up to him, then I think that he would love to reject them, and he's only doing what his masters are saying, and that's BlackRock. And again, I believe that they stalled the process so long and for so much so that institutions could buy up more. And if you think about it, he kind of danced around the question as well, and he did not answer it fully. He did not talk about the current stages of the process that they are in right now and the progress that they have actually made, nor did he talk about whether the approvals will be completed or made on time. Now we have that target date of January the 10th in order for it to be approved. Essentially, we have only just under a month left as of now, but in the past couple of days we have seen meetings going on with the SEC and the likes of BlackRock, Grayscale and Franklin Templeton, and so I do believe that there is progress going on. However, Gary Gensler has got to go. We all know that he is very corrupt. So let's have a look at this article where where it talks about BRICS, Russia and South Africa could potentially ditch the US dollar in a $265 million oil deal. And so I'm wondering as to what they will be using and in which currency. Now, the BRICS actually stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, and their whole purpose is to end on the reliance of the US dollar and instead promote local currencies for trade. But of course, cryptocurrency could also come with that as well. So we could potentially see the ditch of the dollar. And what does this mean, right? Well, we also have players like Saudi Arabia who essentially export oil, and they could potentially join suit and actually accept only local currencies for oil trade. And what's going to happen with that is that the demand for the US dollar would dip and also weaken it too. Again, there will be some sort of implications when it comes to Saudi Arabia if they were to do that on their own economy. However, Saudi Arabia are currently looking at different ways in terms of their oil trade, for example, alternatives like different local currencies and also cryptocurrency as well. And so we could potentially see the trading of oil in a different currency, and we may have other countries copying this too. Before we have a look at the price action, let's have a look at these 2024 predictions from Ripple themselves. So we have number one, as the industry looks to leave behind the problems it experienced during 2023, a new paradigm is emerging. The crypto industry isn't caught in financial institutions as it once was. It doesn't need to. Again, we are the big players coming up right now. We are not the ones that have to go to them. They have to come to us. The global banks and industry giants are actively seeking digital asset solutions to satiate client demand for efficient, transparent, and on-demand financial services. Again, the only reason why global banks are even interested in cryptocurrency is because their clients are asking about these alternative forms and they want to get into digital assets within their investments, and so they have to listen to the clients. And in the last year, we've announced partnerships with several global banks, and in 2024 we expect adoption rates to continue to soar. And yes, Ripple have actually delivered on their promises. We have partnerships like them working with the National Bank of Georgia for their CBDC pilot program. We also have the Republic of Palau that have successfully completed their pilot program with Ripple, and we have many other governments that Ripple are currently in talks with. And so they're saying exactly what they are doing, and banks are experimenting with tokenized assets and need to be able to do so with confidence inside the framework of strict compliance and security protocols, as well as smooth integrations. And we've spoken about tokenization, tokenized assets, and how it's only going to grow. So let's have a look at the price action. Today, you can see we are currently trading at 0.628, so we are at 62 cents essentially. We are down by 33.86% on the volume, and we are currently trading at $927 million. So we are actually below that $1 billion for the first time in a while, as we were usually up over $1 billion in trading. So what has happened today for price action? Well, we did start off at 61 cents. We've been able to increase and climb up by 1 cent. The highest that we've been able to hit today is 0.6249, so within that mid-range. If we have a look at the 7-day chart, we are down by 9.92%. However, that's expected as we did actually rally to 66 cents over here. Now, for XRP coin, if we have a look at that price point where we were at 60 cents, we are up by 2 cents from it. So we are still doing pretty good. Again, I am looking for XRP coin to be able to comfortably sit within that 63 cent range. And after that, we should be able to sit nicely at the 65 cents. That would be my next price target once we hit 63 cents. And for Stellar XLM coin, we are currently trading at 0.1254. On the 24-hour volume, we are down by 8.15%, and we are currently trading at $72.6 million. For Stellar XLM coin, we have been doing pretty well with this, and we are quite strong. If we have a look at where we are currently trading, at the beginning of the day, we were roughly at around about that low level of the 12 cents at 0.122, and we managed to climb up quite a bit. For the 7-day chart, we are down by 8.19%. Again, we did hit a nice high of that 0.1274 just yesterday, but we weren't able to reach that 13 cent level. I have said that if Stellar XLM coin can be up and above that 12 cents, we're doing pretty well considering the fact that we were in that mid-range of the 11 cents. So let's see if we can hit 13 cents before the end of 2023. Guys, if you want daily XRP and XLM coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.